I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm listening live, right?
Yep, I'm live. You can join it.
Okay.
You got your phone?
This
You don't
is
really have to
good.
call in, right? Then I guess.
No.
But I want you to follow the Facebook so that I can. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm be running this right here.
So what I'm gonna have to watch it? Mute it?
Yeah. Just turn your phone down. Because I'm not gonna click from here to Facebook. You know? Yeah, that. 4 minutes. After the intro, I wanted to go right into a song. Is that okay, or do you want to do something after
Yes,
that?
exactly, exactly. Yes. That's excellent. Yes. Right into a song after the intro. Yes.
Okay.
I gotta work on that intro too.
I see you post a video with the instrumental. I want to start with River.
Okay.
How could you? You are the river, mama.
Yo, you see how PureFlow Radio is PureFlow is talking it like that? Yo, you said that.
Uh huh. I did that today. Ill, right?
I kid you that.
It's diamonds on a purple, throw.
Purple rain, purple rain.
So I didn't tell you this. I ran into a young brother that I knew from inside that is into voodoo, and we talked while we were inside. And I ran into him one day while I was walking down the street, right, battling hard with Apollo, right. He pulled up. He said, "You have no idea how big it is that I'm seeing you right now." And we did a little coding. We drove for a while, and now when I look at Facebook, all you see is my shadow. And he said, "It's time for you to go to shadow." You see the League of Legacies behind us? That's what the grandbabies is shouting right now. Right. So yeah, we're gonna play "You Are the River."
Leaving legacies everywhere.
Yeah, for real. The legacies is for real. That's what it's time for. This check is connected to a legacy. The problem is it's
Yeah.
Haiti. It's Haiti, and the word is Haiti.
I'm just don't understand how I could join your live.
You don't have to. You already are. Remember, we're the source code.
Oh.
We're the source code with the
All right. So
configuration.
I don't have to join the live. I just speak on the phone.
Okay, I wrote it as a post. We're activating what they call junk DNA. That's what the Egyptians meant about the hiku. That speaking the true word moves stones and is the most powerful thing you can do.
Yeah.
Information is not dangerous. Truth spoken with power is. You feel me?
Okay.
Which is a betrayer. That's light and darkness. You feel me? Light is a betrayer. Yeah. But the problem is that lie to me, damn it. Come on, you love it. It's Bonnie and Clyde shit. I think there's a movie that did that so well. There was a female deity and a male deity, and there was like a hero trap between their love shit. What was that? With the bird in the ice palace and the eagle on top of the thing that didn't want to fly. Angry Birds? Angry Birds movie.
Okay.
Remember the Ice Queen?
I don't know that character. Yeah, I'm not the Angry Birds.
Okay, so they made a movie with the Angry Birds. It was pretty good. I did a little promo for it when I was in North Carolina with a host down there. He the illest. Shout out to Perry Paper TV. That nigga said, "I'm your Carolina host. If you throw an event, I don't care what it is, I'm the host." I could have done big things with that kid. Yeah. I could have done big
So
things with
why
that
does
kid.
happen on the live from
Your Facebook
my
account.
Facebook?
Yep. Like I said, they have to start knowing that you always had a position and what it is. You know what I mean? Because when I try to play all those roles, I fuck up on the most important role. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about the word master the other day.
1 minute, baby.
1 minute to show start?
Yo, get off my mind. Get off my mind. I was thinking about the master of ceremonies, son.
Yeah.
Off of me, yo.
Come on, that's the prince of priests. That's the prince of priests. That belt, we whooping ass this year. 2020 was an ass whooping. Revelation 3:19. Those whom I love, I chastise. So repent and be zealous. Yeah. You ready? It's gonna be a good show. Yeah. You in, baby girl? Aaliyah on deck. She right behind me. I'm sitting on the floor at her feet. You ready?
Ready.
That kind of shit. Yeah. 10 seconds. Say 10.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
Let's go. Welcome to Pure Flow. Shadow puppets, remember them guys? How could you? You are the river. Tonight's episode is for all the ETs out there, the emotionally traumatized can aliens. Tonight's episode, ET, phone home, the emotionally traumatized aliens. We are a peculiar people. Let's go. So Facebook Live will get us talking while the radio listeners only hearing the music right now. So if you're called in already, shoot a comment in the bottom of the live stream. We got Executive Director Aaliyah Makael manning the Facebook live stream. Make yourself known. This is going to get hot real fast, y'all. Stay tuned. I know ain't nobody got nowhere to go. And wherever you are, you can take PureFlow with you. For sure. This is just my Erie Canal. Last night, me and my wife were talking. I was supposed to been hitting y'all with true facts. Erie Canal raw. And all my confidence, maybe I was afraid to trust people with the truth. So I'm not even talking to the listeners. I'm talking to my wife, my guild, and the people who are listening for God in the words I share. Not in me, I'm the spirit. Let's go. Y'all most important. Let's go. Every night is a night to remember. Nobody wants to be forgotten. Thank you for the 4 viewers. Y'all make sure y'all share this. Tonight's show is going to be crazy. I don't care if they say that. Say, let's listen to Erie Canal crazy ass. Haha. It don't matter. Just share. You're watching. You liked it. If you like it, maybe someone that knows you will like it. Just share it. Let's go. We all paying a phone bill for data. Right? Facebook is free, but we paying a phone bill for data. Facebook will pay me if y'all watching with me. Facts. Remember that shit, that flower? What happened to that? The cash flower? Remember that? Because their flow wasn't water, and flowers grow on water. Money doesn't grow on trees, it grows on flowers. Smell like money. Remember that? Fragrance. That's the true fruitfulness, is in pollination. We will be back streaming this on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm in trouble right now on YouTube. My granddaughter was building a gingerbread house with her friend and listening to Let It Go in the background, right, Beck? And they tagged my shit. That's okay. We're gonna teach the babies what that means. Grandpa, make something for my YouTube channel. guys have any questions, anything you want to say to this spirit, Aliyah Maka L stands at the gate. Make sure you stay connected. I was misusing myself, but I'm still here to be used. She loves me, so she protects me. Logos, if I owe you $10 because I never finished your logo, because I lost my mind, I know you still love me. Help me make this thing disciplined, organized. We're bringing on talented people, launching a clothing line. Most things grow if you add water. Erie Canal was supposed to keep it clean. All right, y'all. We got 4 callers. We going live on the show.
Welcome to Thoughtful Thursday. It's the lady, hashtag Thought Plenty, with your Erie Canal, the neighborhood Erie Canal.
Tis
I
I.
like to say to the left and to the right.
I love it. That means you in the middle.
Calling on. So that was the river, and I felt like that was a good segue for our topic this Thoughtful Thursday. You know, I really like Thoughtful Thursdays. It offers me the opportunity to go within myself, to pretty much display my self-respect in an artistic way, express myself on a PureFlow platform such as this, you know, have an open heart, you know, be in a safe space. It's really important right now. A lot of what's going on in the energies is a lot of fear is being generated, and it's really tough. It's a challenge to feel safe per se.
That's
so
a fact.
to come to a platform like this and express myself and be thoughtful on a Thursday is what I'm grateful for. And everyone who's listening, everyone who has the courage to tune in, because it actually is a season of healing and restoration and renewal. And, you know, we talk about seasons. Some seasons are temporary and some seasons are permanent. And
I think there's 4 permanent ones.
Today's topic. There's 4 permanent ones?
4 horsemen, something like that. I don't know.
Oh.
A king of the,
More.
yeah, a king of the snow, a king of the sun, a king of the transition, and a king of the resurrection. You know?
Wow. Makes sense to me.
But those are 4 boys. Those are 4 baby boys with mamas.
Speaking of baby boys with mamas, like mama and trauma, or trauma and drama.
Ooh.
Mama, trauma. Anyway, today's topic is more like male emotional trauma and the relationship and sexuality, maybe perhaps in the urban atmosphere.
Oh, of course.
I feel like there's a link between all of it, and I have my theory based upon my own personal experiences, based upon what I'm hearing from friends or family, or just what I'm feeling in my instinct as I walk the planet, as I look at media, as I look at the way people react to media or the way people react to me or anything like that, like how people are comfortable with sexuality and the fact that a lot of us have grown and, you know, grown up in some type of dysfunction. And a dysfunction can happen on so many different levels, but I would really like to talk about the male emotional side because I've been communicating lately with a lot of males. And I grew up the only female in my family. I had access to 5 males growing up in the household, actually 6 with my father.
Holy shit.
So I've always been around a lot of male energy. And with that, I've noticed it's like male emotions and the trauma associated with the emotion or anything that happens to a male when they were younger can affect who they become as an adult and have long-lasting effects if there's no intervention or no acknowledgement or no type of healing process.
The effects could be negative, you mean, if there is no interaction or healing. Only reason I say that is because there are people listening who are listening a little bit closer right now. And I'm not going to allow them to paint victim. So the effect is still to be written. You know what I'm saying? So, right, let's go. Because I definitely understand what you're saying, but I don't want people to disconnect because they're being triggered. thinking negative, positive. You know what I'm saying? That it's got a negative connotation to, you know what I'm saying? You understand?
I think I understand. Help me understand a little bit more, though. Like, I want to be 100% clear.
Okay,
What,
so we're already
what I'm
we're
saying
focusing
is,
because we said male.
okay,
We said male, and then you
yes,
said you were raised with 6 of them. So you got a lot of information, but wondering about it, right?
wondering about it all of these years.
Okay.
And it has to be some type of suppression because I wasn't exposed to the emotional part of the male. I was exposed to the protective part or the brute part or the masculine part of the male.
So if there's an effect with a cause, any result is included in that equation. So one of the things it creates with a long-lasting effect is the energy you experience. If they had trauma, that's the way they acted out. You're saying it's a part of who they become. So that's a common character, it seems like.
All right. So I just wanted to start off with um, MomJunction.com. I was reading an article helping me do research about this topic. So, why is a mother-son relationship important? So, mothers have a significant impact on their sons to extend way how they behave way beyond the years. And the relationship with their mother, like no other, no one understands you best. So, right from the time the son is born, his adult years, a boy nurtures a deep-rooted bond with his mom. And his relationship is imperative for the overall development and emotional health of the child. So the mother pretty much has an influence over the son's emotional intelligence. So boys who share a healthy relationship with their mothers from their early childhood are emotionally strong and are believed to have less behavioral problems in their life.
Oh, weird.
The strong bond between the mother and son makes him feel secure and confident. Studies indicate that boys who do not have a healthy bond with their moms in early childhood could be hostile and aggressive in later years or insecure in relationships and establishing goals among others. So, to be emotionally strong and independent, a boy who is loved and cared for by his mom turns into a confident a confident man. And the unconditional love and acceptance of his mother reassures the son that he is lovable and capable of being a good friend and a good lover. The study also reveals that the more a loving mother, the fewer the chances of the boy being distant and cold. Not to mention that the boy can be good at academics, have control over his behavior, respect women, take less risk, and be more likely to become successful as well as improve communication. So these are all things that can be, and these are the things that are important
That they
and
say is
what
a
makes a
result
mother-son relationship so
as a result of a
valuable.
nurturing, right?
However, there's a lot of men who are dealing with suppressed feelings and emotions, even abandonment from their mother. And even if the mother was present, the mother may have had shown signs of dysfunction. It could have been a dysfunctional relationship. So this is what is making me thoughtful today about how this type of dysfunction, abandonment, or even suppressed emotions can carry on to the adulthood of a man. So now that you're a man, I would like to hear some feedback from that because I'm limited to a certain extent. Like I'm researching, you see.
Right. So, interestingly enough, most people that have heard my music know I was raised in a foster care system. So I was surrounded by a lot of young males who were coming from different reasons, emotional reasons for their trauma. Mine, honestly, has a little like amnesia attached to it. I don't have many emotional moments that were traumatizing. You use the word abandonment. Even me with my mastery of words, I don't attach much emotion to that, and that probably shows me some kind of wall. Like I'm numbing something. Like I don't feel what abandonment feels. I know what it is, Do I know what it feels like to be alone? Sure. But the abandonment from mother, that first reflection of self worth and all of that, I experienced the reality of that, but I've never felt it as an emotion. And that's scary sometimes. It means there's something I haven't looked at or uncovered because I'm emotional as hell. That's part of my artistry, is to be able to feel the things we experience. And abandonment is like, Peter Pan, nigga, a time for an adventure. You're never alone. It's the first thing people tell someone, trying to comfort them through emotional depression or something. You're never alone. I believed that early, and mine came from the system. There was always a law guardian, a representative that would come in. I'd be fine. You know what I'm saying? So it was different for me. But does it last with you? Yes. And I don't think a lot of us are talking about it. I can give a reflection that I've seen my mother argue with one of my siblings, and he's letting go. He's letting her have it, and they have a connection that that seems almost healthy, cathartic in a way. She's never cried because I was expressing how I felt about my childhood, though I've expressed how I reflect on my childhood, but I reflect in such a disassociated, unattached way, and I tell myself it's because it was worth it. It made me so wise now. But have I felt it? No. And if I did, will I lay it at her feet? No. And maybe that's why I'm still carrying it and doing things that are self-destructive, because there's something I haven't looked at that's in me that I haven't unburdened myself with. And there's a lot, man, it's a generation of us, a couple generations of us, going through an identity crisis without having a mother to call. E.T. can't phone home, even if she does pick up. I'm talking about being able to talk. And it's not because I'm not attacking mama, this is energy. We'll talk about an attack later when I become the father, because the father and the son are one. So, on that note, I think I got a song I want to play. Is that cool?
Yes.
At some point, mama and daddy were lovers. And this is probably what Papa wanted to say. Think about the son wishing he could watch him say thank you. We want to be something worthy of thanks. A gift. Right, Dasha?
Let's go. If you could go anywhere in the world, Eden, where would you go?
Okay, so I'm letting them rock to that. Spark, what the deal is?
That's
That
awesome.
was a good transition,
I
right?
love it.
Okay, cool.
That was a great transition. Like, that's what I'm talking about when I talk about self-respect. You know what I mean? Like, you just displayed pretty much self-respect, and that's only, that's the passageway. You know what I mean? Like, do you respect yourself? Can we get over this together? Like, it doesn't have to be a fight. It doesn't have to be a quarrel. Can we hold hands? Because we both have questions on abandonment, and we blaming each other, but that's unnecessary energy that can actually just be,
But if
you
you're not
know,
if you're not talking about the male holding his mama hand, it's his woman, and that relationship and how he sees women is why, not many can have this conversation sitting next to their wife. You know what I'm saying? On the phone with their, a counterpart, like, and sharing it with people. That's why we are who we are. And I'm not saying me, Dasha, and Sparkle are who we are. We. If you hear this spirit, you received it. It's in you. You know who you are, and you know what you haven't said, and that's okay.
yeah,
And that's okay, but it has to be spoken. Even if no one hears it,
that's correct.
there's a power in utterance.
That's correct.
And
So there's a
Sun Dula, amen, if I could, real quick, just for Facebook, because they're watching. He said, there's no way to have that conversation with some mothers. It would never connect.
there you go. That's what I wanted to get into, that dysfunction.
Can you see the Facebook comments,
That's what I
Sparkle?
want. No, I see a wave. I'm hosting a watch party and somebody waved.
Okay, cool. So
Let me
because
see.
I'm gonna let Aaliyah handle that because I liked it when I'm not looking at myself on the live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I told her to get in frame, but she doesn't have to look at the camera just to have our physical present for the loop. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But I'm gonna
Yes.
not look at Facebook then. I'm gonna let her handle that. I'm gonna stay at the studio. And you said you got a watch party?
Yes.
Try to share the watch party to welcome to PureFlow page.
Okay.
I think at the bottom it says you can share it to a group or a page.
Yes, I see it. Okay,
Okay,
got it.
cool. Dope. We got about a minute left. Thanks for my child's a pretty long track. Back when I was
Oh
doing
man, I
three
should
16-bar verses on their ass, giving them Qurans
Oh,
every.
Beata just wrote that the song is beautiful.
Oh man, awesome. Thank you. So you know what somebody told me, Spark? Somebody was like, "Yo,
Yes.
that video is cringy." Ain't that fucked up? And they said it. They didn't know that I hadn't seen my daughter in 6 years. I just got out of prison. But when she got off my lap, because I kind of nuzzled into her, you can see her kind of pull away, and her mother's dating a girl that looks like Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? So there's a whole lot going on there. And instead of someone appreciating,
Okay.
yeah, they were like, "Oh, it's cringy." I'm like, "Yeah, that's exactly what we talking about today." Yeah, there's something. Yeah, motherfuckers. I got it though. Yeah, Eden loves that video.
Mm.
I caught it on her phone, even though she pretends she
Aw.
don't like it. Yeah. Shout out to Eden Olivia, the next supermodel.
I'm definitely getting into the dysfunction and the suppressed emotions. I gotta get in there. I gotta gut it
Okay.
out.
We got four. It's a 4 minute and 27 second song. We're about to come up on 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So you got about 35 seconds. I'm gonna
All right.
take us both live. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Always have her back, she my reason for living, so I gotta thank you for that. Real rough, no fronts, I got room for a bride. Baby seat is in the back, it's still room in the ride. That's if you ready and willing, if not, it won't hurt my feelings. I just had to take the time today to finally say to you, thanks for my child. Though you no longer my lady and it's crazy, I'm thanking you for my baby. Let me speak for brother. I'm still mad at you, but underneath that attitude, try to accept my gratitude. Think about her smile. Think about our child, cause the past will stay buried. We'd be married till 80, but you were shady. Now change the fact that you gave me my baby, lady.
Have to be grateful. Gratitude.
Welcome back to the PureFlow Show. It's your lady hashtag Spark Quincy. You know, we're broadcasting live too on the PureFlow Show. We just hosted a watch party. We're on Facebook. You know, so join the watch party. It's all about self-respect. And, you know, we here with the neighborhood Erie Canal with our neighborhood. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And we're talking about male emotional trauma and the relationship. Well, before we went to Thanks for My Child, also, Erie, thanks for that track. That track is really, really, you know, like a gateway to healing
Thank you.
for all the mothers who never got that thank you, for
Thank
all
you.
the fathers, you know, for there's times that I just wish that somebody else would have said thank you on behalf of this deadbeat, you know.
I did.
So I felt like, well, let me not call him a deadbeat, someone who was not available at the time. So I felt like when you created that song, it was a redemption for what he didn't have the courage to say, or maybe the articulation, or maybe the talent to put into a song.
He
So
didn't
thank you
trust.
for that.
He didn't trust you enough with it because he had already messed up. It feel like manipulation. You know what I'm saying? I was walking alone in that video. The zoo part, I actually just came home from prison. I'm for real. And I called my daughter's mother and said, I want to see her. Well, they're going to the zoo. You want to be a chaperone? Yep. Didn't know she'd be there with her girlfriend, but so what? It was about the baby. And I asked her permission, my daughter's permission. Hey, babe, I just want to record some of this. And she was just being herself. She knew I wanted it for me. And that's how I knew that was my blood of blood. And I got to say thank you. Fuck her spirit, all of that. It was a part of a divine plan. I'm focused on the next chapter, which is the child. You know, because I was a child missing something. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Thanks for My Child was big. I performed that outside one day, out front of the family court building at the bus stop, to a little Caucasian girl. She started crying. She said, I just came from fighting with my baby dad in court. And that song was so beautiful. I rapped it to her beating on my chest. And that's when I was like, oh, this shit fire. I got to shoot a video. And I was actually with you in New York City when I was walking through Times Square filming it. Had people walking. It was dope. Anyways, yeah, y'all enjoy that. Share it. It's free. Download it. Copy it. Write the words down. Contemplate the feeling. If you a male, send it to her. Say, yo, I just want to check out these words. She'll come back and you'll be like, thank you, Erie.
Yeah.
I used to write niggas letters in prison, so I know how to resurrect dead hearts. Because he was in prison in the cell next to me and said, yo, she ain't seen me in 7 years, man. I said, tell me what the fuck you did for real. He did. Learned about his life story. I said, I know how to tell her your truth. I wasn't sharing mine with nobody. I hadn't met the woman who would become my wife at that point. But that's when I knew PureFlow, sharing truth. I always knew it because of foster care, group homes. You know, that's how I know all the big gangster guys. Because I've lived in their home as a foster kid. I was in the prison with them. Love wins, y'all. I'm telling you. I've been everywhere. In a crack spot with no crack to sell. No care. Watching their infants and seeing them say, he has to be here because of the feeling. And I'm just like, why is everybody hiding that they know? That's all.
Why is everyone hiding what they know?
Mm-hmm.
Can be another side effect of dysfunction between a mother and a son. We're talking about the male. And the reason why I would like to talk about the male is because it seems like to me in this society that we live in, the male has been suppressed with his emotions. It's like, won't you stop crying? Stop acting like a little baby. Stop acting like a faggot. Stop acting like a bitch. Stop acting like this. Stop acting like that.
And that's only
So
the
now
sadness
the male
emotion.
is.
That's only sadness. That's
It's
one
a
emotion.
natural emotion, though.
Yeah,
Crying
right.
is a natural emotion. You can't stop that.
But it seems like that's the only emotion that's attacked. The vulnerable sadness.
In male, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
They can be happy, they can be angry, they can be all the other emotions. Which is interesting. Which is why, like you said, the mother and the son. If the father's not there, I asked you about this off camera, Sparkle. If we talk about the son and the mother, it does matter if the father's there or not, because the son has an option. The child is looking at the whole world. The universal family, they call it, are the planetary bodies closest. Mother, father, siblings, uncles. This is the universal family unit. Father, the son to the mother, if there's not a father, it's going to change that experience, what he expects from it, what he's trying to give to it. What did baby boy nigga call it? You got Oedipus syndrome. You want your mama to be your woman, but this my woman. Why did he want his mother to be his woman? Because he wanted to be the kind of man that she would want, yearn for, to stay. Home is where the heart is. My mom built my fucking heart. You know what I'm saying? She built my heart. My father gave me my brain, spinal cord.
On that note, oh my goodness, that is so funny because I was talking to a brother that usually calls up on the show about
He's
the same
probably online.
complex
We
you're
got a
talking
lot of
about now.
callers.
That which reminds me, we should try to go to a call and see if anybody want to
Sure.
bring in at this point.
This is what I'm going to do because we got 6 watchers on Facebook. If you're also called into the show, in the comments on Facebook, post the last 4 of your number and I'll pull you up. Because we're here. If you know that this is PureFlow, you want it any way you can get it. And it's not hard. We got phones. So you might be dialed in, you might be on Facebook watching. If you are, put in the digits, I'll pull you up now. I'm going to give it about 5 seconds before I get a caller. The caller I'm going to get is 9685. So if I don't see 4 digits in the comments within the next 10 seconds, it is on 9685. And if no one gets that Facebook prize, you're still going to be the second caller, brother. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you don't know how to call in, check the post. Caller 9685. You're live on Thoughtful Thursdays.
Peace. It's
Peace.
Beasia. Can you hear me? I'm 9685.
Hell yeah, we can
Welcome.
hear you, Asia. That's OG.
I just like to say that you two are doing an amazing show. I'm feeling all your music, Brandon. That shit about Thanks for My Child. That shit is deep, yo. And Sparkle, you know how you and I go. You're doing a great job. Both of you together are a dynamic pair. That's just how I feel. So I'm going to speak my truth. And as a comment to the show, based on the topic, I do understand where you guys are coming from when you say the relationship between son and mother. You know, it's hard when a mother has a relationship with her son and there's no, like, father around, but she got to do the best she can. Like, my oldest son, I mean, I had a relationship with him, you know, we could, as for a short period of time, being that he was a mama's boy. Even to this day, he's still a mama's boy, and he's 23. But, you know, his father now we had shared custody. So we did the best we can because we had him at a young age. He was 19 and I was 18, but we weren't together. So at the time, I moved on with my personal life, dating, some fellas. And my son used to see that. And I now know that wasn't good because in his mind, he never seen a man to love his mother. So he started growing up with that concept of when he's starting to date, that he going to dog woman out because that's what he was doing. And I don't knock him for it. It's, you do what you learn, you do what you see. And a couple of years back, he put up a post on Facebook that, F bitches, I never saw a man to love my mother. And I'm like, damn, my behavior of dating guys and him seeing that wasn't a good example, that it affected him, even till now.
Right. But you do
So
know.
it is very, yeah, go on, I'm sorry.
No, I just wanted to share because that was powerful. That was powerful. I want you to know that
Yeah.
there's an unspoken thing about that. Some women will take that as guilt because if he sees his mother, who's the love he wants, it's the first love, mama love, she's loving this type of man. That's my instructions, to become that kind of man, but do it better because I don't want you to cry. You get it? Which is why the girl that's putting up with his shit is saying there's a love there that I know. Because the love that you accept is what the son is saying to become. Only man I'm going to try to emulate is father. If it's another man, it's it's competition. I got to be a badder nigga, a flyer nigga, a fresher nigga. Right.
Exactly. So he went, even though he's only 23, I mean, he's, basically just promiscuous. He's not faithful to any of his females. Yeah, I'm putting his business out there. I'm his mother, and that's that. But with that being said, that's because me, I had the primary custody of him at a certain age. So I wanted to live my personal life, dating fellas, going out to bowling, movies and stuff like that. And I never, I took my child with me. So in his mind, God damn, Mom.
Right.
All these different fucking men. And I understand that. And I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility for that. Yeah, of course I didn't know better then. We speaking about, 21 years or something like that. Of course I know better now.
It sounds like you think promiscuity is a sin.
Your child would be a product of that. I'm sorry?
It sounds like you think promiscuity is a sin or something bad. I think deception is bad.
No, I'm not saying it's a sin. I'm not saying it's a sin. To each his own. Right. But I'm saying that I should have my personal business or what I like and not bring it around my child.
Fact.
But at the same time, I'm not hiding my child from anyone. All right, you want to take me on a date? I'm taking my child with me, straight like that.
Facts. Okay.
Okay. So I'm not
so
hiding. I'm not saying it's a sin or it's a good thing. To each his own with the promiscuity.
Right.
But I'm not saying I was promiscuous because not all of. I said date. I didn't say fucking. I said dating these guys. But I would, tag him along because I was not going to hide my son or leave my son.
So you were being courted. If there's not a male to teach a boy what courting is, a movie tells him after a date we fuck. So the model again.
Yeah, in his mind, in his mind, that's what he thought. Well, that's why he said, he put up a post. I never seen a man to love my mother because as a child's mind, toddler age, they're going to think what they want to think, and then they're going to emulate those behaviors of him not able to give himself to a woman. You understand, faithfully. Now, yes, I'm all about monogamy, no polygamy. That's just my thing. I'm just saying. And I tell my son as he's getting older, even to this day, when you do meet that person, you have to learn that, you can just do it one person alone. That's just how I feel. But to each his own.
Now, look, what if he, I'm sorry, we're going to get another caller. Thank you so much. What if he felt differently and wasn't comfortable enough to share it? Nope, not at all. And what if he was, Spark, you there?
I'm here.
So that was interesting, right? Because the one thing we're leaving out is that the child's perspective is a natural culture. Like they're taking in input, the way they're crafting their own identity is almost their business. I wish I could give them more ingredients and more information, context, but they're going to make their own decision. And this world has been rewarding what we know as self-destructive behavior. You know, so it's like there's an easy hero to become when I don't know if mama loves me or if I'm have a purpose on this earth, or the one who's supposed to love you just because you breathe doesn't love you. How do you get it? There's a option for a character. There's rewards. There's women lined up who give attention to that spirit, who are mothers sometimes, single mothers, you know, mothers to be. The club is an interesting place.
Yes, indeed.
Can we
And
get another caller? We got like
on the
20. I just
Facebook,
noticed we got 25 minutes left. I'm like, damn, we've been rocking. Want to get a couple callers back to back? Like 30,
yeah, we could,
30-second comments.
yeah, sure. I wanted to touch the Facebook watch party. Join the Facebook watch party on the PureFlow Show, and welcome to PureFlow. So Nicole Pace says, when you don't cry, you alchemize that into hard feelings.
Gallstones. There's salt in tears, right? They say they're salty. And thoughts are electrical charges. I know if you send spark through water, it'll evaporate. That leaves salt crystals. You know what I'm saying? So I dig that. Hell yeah. The problem is they don't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody watches Adventure Time, shout to Cartoon Network, the Ice King. The ice, again, those crystals are salt. You know, like the wife of Lot for biblical people. Looking back at a life of lust, sodomy, freedom that was not in accordance with the laws that were about to be imposed. She looked back. She looked back because she wanted to remember it. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying, they said she turned into a pillar of salt. I'd be bitter too if I got to live a life I don't want to. Or maybe I find a clique that agrees, and that's how you get secret societies. That's how you get gang culture. That's how you get trap house running trains. And then the boys who were a part of the train got the nerve to put her down after they all circled her and made her feel like a god because they just yearned and wanted so bad. The problem wasn't what the child saw. The problem was it wasn't a master to help the child decipher the energies existing in what they saw so that they could make a choice. They just didn't want to be alone, so they went with what everyone else was doing. I wanted to be a drug dealer so fucking bad, didn't know shit about drugs. But the pretty girls was putting a pussy on his lap. I gotta know her for a semester, hold her while she cry first, plant like the gay man path to it, like, you know, was it friend zone? And I'm just waiting for them to say, all right, nigga, you ain't a beast, because I've been throwing this pussy, you ain't jump on it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the shy thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's just funny. There's honesty that needs to be had, and it's the cool kid circle. If the OG was in the room with the kids and didn't say, what the fuck y'all doing? Get out of here. Said, hold on, stop. Oh, okay, you look good. I see you. Let me tell y'all what's going on right now. And if y'all want to do it, no doubt. Let me tell you how to do it with purpose and make your choice. Let me tell you what's going to happen when it's done. We don't have those conversations. We say naughty, no. But something in them, their nature, is telling them discover this. Experiment with this. So they go into their secret place, and you called it sinful, bad. All of these things that make us feel guilty. Freud, we're talking about mental health. Freud and Jung, those are the big schools. We're all under Jungian psychology, which leads to medication, psychotropic pills. Freud psychology was a master when they were battling thoughts to create systems. Freud said it's about sex, because that's how we come through life. We all start as lust in our parents' eyes. I posted a few days ago. That's the spark that said, ooh, this is what life is about. And a being was born to teach both of them. This is how you do it right. Because you didn't instruct the semen. She wasn't receiving you and putting you in a place because you didn't know sexual magic. So the child becomes the one watching y'all to see what they need to correct. But there's no master. You know what I'm saying? That's why there's battle in the home, because the master is the woman. You ever notice that in big action movies, old westerns and shit, and the madam that controlled the pimping, man, PMP. What I seen PMP somewhere today on a post, something I was doing with this show. The acronym for the 3 words was PMP. And I said, look at that shit. And it was so official and crazy. Anyways, we're not playing with this. We're going to get into the sexuality part because it's big. Y'all need to hear it, and y'all playing fucking games. People are dying. There is magic and music going on. and nobody's talking. That's it. All you gotta do is talk, and then the God in you will answer what you're hearing right now. Before we get into that, let's play one song, and when we come back, we got 20 minutes, Spark. We're gonna play like a 3-minute song. We gotta dive into this sexuality thing, and with the mama. Don't think sexuality ain't connected to the mama and the little boy peeking through the keyhole. Y'all dig it?
I can dig it.
All right. Will answer what you're hearing right now. Before we get into that, let's play one song, and when we come back, we got 20 minutes, Spark. We're gonna play like a 3-minute song. We gotta dive into this sexuality thing, and with the mama. Don't think sexuality ain't connected to the mama and the little boy peeking through the keyhole. Y'all dig it?
I can dig it.
All right.
Every day.
Every day he finds a clue to the puzzle.
Oh, happy day.
And look at Book of Matches, right? I told you about that, why I'm so scared of that song, and I made it into a 3-part trilogy. Book of Matches is the son and the mother. You heard?
Yeah, so that electric complex with the mother and the son.
Because
And that's some serious stuff.
think about
because
the son.
the son could look at the mother could look at the son too when the son grows up and becomes tall and treats her nice
Of course.
and kind and caring and loving.
Wants to teach
And she
him.
never received that. So
But also, it's about mastery. You feel me? So there's an aberration when it's relationship-wise, because a mother's a woman that has experience with her sexuality. So she could get the pleasure without confusing with relationship talk. And this is what porn does with the taboo topics, cousins and stepmother and all of this. The sexual act is separate from a spirit's identity or its sexuality. The opportunities that life presents itself create the habits. When they, phones changed the game with these dating apps and all of that shit. Besides that, it was the girls I could mess with at school, work, you had a couple options, and then, like I said, a club is a crazy place. But with the phone, this device, you could choose. And now I showed you, babe, today, without even choosing. As soon as I open Facebook, I get a little sexual gratification. I showed you that, right? As soon as I open it. And I'm thankful for it because I enjoy it. What I had to realize was I needed to discipline my access to it because I was getting addicted. We're feeding on a sexual energy because that is life. The problem is there's no master telling us how to make it our own so that we can choose. So that's where guilt comes from. That's where hiding comes from, deception. Someone said to me one time, I think it was a post someone tagged me in, and it was a transgender who was in a car talking to her boyfriend, revealing that they were born a man and had not yet had a surgery of any sort. And the anger that the boy or the other person showed was based on what? Because they had already exchanged sexual gratification with each other. So I'm not mad at your energy. My world that I exist in, because our sexual act was in a room. It's ours. No one would ever know. Oh, I shared a picture, people going to tag and know. Come on, bro. They already know. That's why I said people won't say what they know. I told you, Sparkle, one day in jail. I sit like a child. I'm not thinking about something being exposing or being vulnerable. I'm free. So I'm sitting with my legs twisted up, butt poked in the air, watching TV, hand on my chin on my hand. Somebody in jail, I had to beat him up. Because he said, yo, how you sitting like that? My girl sit like that. Nigga, fuck wrong with you? I don't even know this person. I just got to the jail. Then I watched what happened. Someone saw him looking at me and enjoying, and he felt embarrassed. It ain't like he was licking his lips. And this is how subtle truth is. And this is why niggas who say they got game, you just lock eyes with a girl and women are the masters of this shit. And because mama ain't break it down to me, I had to learn it by watching a man who was lying to her. Or TV. What the fuck? The pimp, the only one wearing a cape. Y'all don't listen to Erie Canal lyrics. The pimp, the only one wearing a cape. Your Foxy Brown chose him as her son and saved him with her pussy. He ain't convinced her to do a motherfucking thing. This is what's real. Now, mama, the son, that's Jesus and Mary. That's Jesus and Mary. Mary telling the boy, your father's not here, but this is all his, and you got to make it right. They'll listen to you. I'm 14. Your stepfather's 40. That's Joseph and Mary. And then he's surrounded by pimps and drunks and bankers walking in Rome and chilling. Duh. What you think the angels look like that visited his mama? Because this world trying to make relationships with anything other than trust, because lust, nobody's afraid to fuck. They do it all the time. That's lust. Then we have an act. Trust is what? That you'll tell me when you do it, that it's all mine. It might be different things for different people. We're not being honest. And on that note, Spark, talk to me.
Are we back on the air?
Yeah. Oh, shit. Were we playing a song?
Yes, you are.
Oh, shit. Okay, now we're back on the air. Nice. Good job. Good timing.
Back to Thoughtful Thursday. Welcome back to Thoughtful Thursdays. It's your lady, hashtag Spark Pussy. And we wanted to just, talk about a little bit. I wanted to stop and just talk about a new wave and then come back because I know we have some callers listening that want to speak. So I want to just talk about creative visualization for a moment. And just understand that creative visualization is utilizing the power of our imagination to create what we want in our life. So although we're going into the depths and going to the root and having a conversation, I just want us to remember creative visualization. So this is the Reform Nation part of myself, reminding you that you do have the creative abstract art to create a new wave. With that being said, Ari, I just wanted to apologize to our listeners for the delay, but we just had to, make sure that we came correct on this Thoughtful Thursday with you in mind. I wanted to talk about the dysfunction between the mother and the son and how it can turn into suppressed emotions that can later on be toxic emotions. And these emotions can spread like wildfire. But before we do that, I would like to see what our people who called in would like to chime in and say anything that's on their mind and heart.
All right, Spark, I got your back. We're going to call up you guys one by one, 30-second comment, and then we appreciate you so that we can get everyone on the line. This is caller 6179. You've been listening for 46 minutes. We appreciate you so much. What's your comment tonight? And that is caller 6179. You're live. Hello. All right, we'll go to another caller. Caller 9542. By the way, I know all of you guys did not ask to speak because I don't see the question mark, but I'm going to give you an opportunity because you'd have to hang up to hit 1. Caller 9542. You're live.
Peace.
Peace, Lord. How are you?
I'm good. Peace and blessings to y'all. I tune into the show every time you guys come on, and your topics touch base very hard. Right on the money. I'm gonna be quick and brief because I'm gonna give other people a chance to talk. But my situation was with me growing up with my mother. I didn't have a close bond with her. You understand me? I was looking for that love from her, but she gave it to, unfortunately, another man. You understand me? Like my stepfather, and I was basically like shunned away. But I still kept my pride, my focus. You understand me, and did what I had to do to take care of myself. It's just that I was just lacking. I was lacking that love that I was looking for from her. You understand me? Because when I was very young, she gave me that love.
How did that affect
gave it
your
to me, but then when she met this man, in relationship-wise?
Yeah, you carried this. How did it affect you when you related with women?
I trust women. I'm confident enough to, believe in them and what they do, but they got to earn everything that they get from me. Like, I can't really put my all into it because, I I've been betrayed by women plenty of
So
times
does that include
in my
being
past
faithful? Does that
relationship.
include being faithful? They have to earn your faithfulness in terms of sexual
Yes,
activity.
they do.
Okay.
They do. Because I felt that if I was never betrayed, like my mother betrayed me. So if I was never betrayed by my mother, so I would never look for into a woman like to have that betrayal in them. You understand me?
Right.
In my past relationships, I've been betrayed by women plenty of times, and I think this is the reason why I don't have any children of my own. You understand me? Because they would lie to me. They would have abortions behind my back and betray me
Get the fuck out
over
of
and
here.
over. You understand me? So it
Whoa.
kind of put me in a different state of mind.
Can I say something to you from a man to man?
Yeah,
Those were
yeah,
powerful women. Those were powerful women because those children would have bonded you to the debts that she had and the pain she was going through, which caused her to behave the way she did for you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like she said, I can't trap him here. I ain't right. I'm just giving you another option of how to look
right.
at it. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Because we
Okay.
learn, you know, men always heal ourselves with, I learned something, it's all good. That's why I asked you if they had to earn your faithfulness instead of asking you, do you cheat
Yep,
on all
yeah.
of them? Because some people will say because we're unfaithful, we hate black women because we're black men who were hurt. Bullshit. We trying to learn how to love you. What
That,
kind of love you really
right, right.
want?
I would never say I hate a black woman. I can't. It's
But
not in me.
no, it's not that. Well, of course, we would never
It's
say
not
it. But
in
our
me.
actions sometimes do seem that way from the outside
Right,
looking in. I'm a black man being honest about it. It may look like that. We know it's not
right,
true, but that's what it looks
fact.
like. And
Yeah.
if she can't get it right with us, and she always back with her homegirls, I'm single again, bitch. What can they commonly wrap around? That we don't trust them, we don't really want them, because that's what our actions are showing. We hadn't talked about our emotions, which
Right,
were how we defended our actions. Like you said, I don't,
right,
betrayal is how I defend my action. I didn't talk to her about betrayal because that's some nerdy shit and the cool niggas who she looking for, and I happen to be at that point in my life. Not saying that's you, but a lot of us are going through it. We're playing a
right,
character
right,
because don't nobody deserve our trust because the only one who knows us rejected us
right.
already. So you ain't gonna love me.
Fact. Fact.
I appreciate that, man, because faithfulness is big. That is about trust. For
It
me
is.
to trust
It's
that you
very
don't
good.
want nobody else's
It's very
pleasure
good.
but mine. I'm talking about people who know they're gonna stick together. Why do the man keep cheating? Because he can't believe you just want him forever, especially
Right,
with his track record.
right,
But we saw mama. We
right.
saw
There you
mama
go.
doing it. We saw mama doing it, putting up with a nigga doing this and that.
Right,
And if mama was the cold-hearted, cut a
right,
nigga off, then there's the nigga. Every woman
right,
falls short. Cut her off.
right. Yeah.
Lust has to
My,
mirror.
Well,
my mother.
listen,
Go ahead, Spark.
Mama is disappointed too when she's faced with the truth of her own self and her child not being honest with her. So if her child is not being honest with her, so she blocks that emotion that you're talking about that you didn't receive because the child done did something that the child knows, the mother knows too, and the child is not being forthwith with the information that the mother knows about. So it's a struggle with pride too.
Right. What if the child
And
grew
those
up under this mother? At what point does he rebel to the point to express his truth? He's been holding the house up, manipulating his energy, watching her, responding off her. That's a crazy conversation. Sit down, mother. I need to tell you about how I feel. I wasn't raised in that kind of household in none of my foster homes. It would be dope. I wonder if people, maybe some of our callers have had that kind of thing. A mother who they kept it real with out the gate. It's a man child. I'm not gonna raise my voice at my mama. Matter of fact, we clap for that. I wouldn't dare. Blah, 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 blah. No doubt, but maybe some shit she needed to hear.
Well, the new mothers need the children, the rainbow children, to come out and shine bright like a diamond.
Oh my goodness.
And we'll just go to the next child, the next caller.
The next child. I like that.
Because what I'm saying,
4287.
all right.
I like that though. The next child. This is mother and father talk. Spirit. Peace. How you doing? Caller 4287. You're live. Hello.
Yeah, but it's not here.
I hear the babies. That's okay. I respect it. I love that you guys are calling in, even with what's going on behind you. When you run this back, you'll see that it applies to your life in pure flow. Right now, always. That was the last caller that was in the queue. We got a lot of people watching on Facebook. Go ahead, Spark. Where were you going?
So I was going to the sexuality part of it,
5 minutes.
meaning so you have a dysfunction between a mother and a son, and when the dysfunction comes up, the suppressed feelings and emotions, then you have another person who is offering you that, and that other person might just be the person of the same sex. So this is where homosexuality, I felt like, again. So he's shunned away. He goes away, and here comes a male that says, hey, bend over. I got something I can show you. I can give you a feeling that feels really, really good. And you don't even have to worry about where you came from. Just worry about where you're going. So I feel like that secret thing that the mother can feel and the wife can feel, but the father son is not admitting to it, is a part of frustration.
Yes.
Like, be who you are so I can protect who you are so I can be who I am.
And look
as a
at
reflection
the
of you.
bond between Tatiana and flamboyance. Look at the bond. My holding of sexuality, because we got like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna give it to y'all real quick. We know every baby starts female. We know male is a degenerated female. They come back together to create a new female so that it can split again if it decided to. Sex is a penis and a vagina to create a new being. Pleasure is sensation. Pleasure is sensation. Feminine energy is reception. Masculine is putting out. Do you want to conquer, or do you want to feel what your mother felt, which was probably submission? We're looking for a safe place to be vulnerable. Shout out to 50 Cent and Vivica A. Fox. Put his vulnerability on blast. Why? To let people know, you're not tough, nigga. Don't violate me. You know I love you. That kind of shit. And we feed ourselves so much, we don't respect our minds. That temple is powerful. You put a seed in there, it's going to multiply, 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 and give you feelings. And those feelings are going to send signals out into the water, into the air. I'm talking about walking into a room, how many people look at my crotch? I'm calculating. I used to when I was single, because I'm choosing who I'm going to try to lay with and create a memory with. Now it's a science of sex and how energy transmits, how we communicate. That's how we communicate. We communicate with sexual energy because you dress your body before you go out to be seen. Wear what you want, but wear it with purpose. Oh, men objectify me. You got on yoga pants, and when I looked at you, you pulled them into your ass crack. Because I didn't approach you, I'm weird. If I came over like, yo, what's poppin'? I'm fucking you in a minute. You're communicating something to men when you do that. And it's not bad or good. I'm just telling you there's answers if we talk to each other honestly. Every being is bisexual, period. What is that? Balanced. Attraction doesn't mean you have to go to the act. If I see a nigga body that's built, I'm attracted to that, which is why I try to get it. That's why I do push-ups. You tell me to love myself. If I don't love the look of a penis, how can I look at mine and say, yeah? We're not having these conversations because you don't have a home. Mama and daddy make a home. And then you get married, you have kids, you're supposed to create one. Hey woman, you gave me the kid, what kind of man you looking for? She watching Gucci Mane. No wonder he's selling drugs. Not because he wouldn't work at the grocery store if that's what you told him you wanted. And you sucked his dick like he was Gucci Mane. Sexual energy is the force that motivates creation. And the woman is the receptor of that. She's the one who receives that. So again, why is the Tatiana with the flamboyant? Okay. I only did it like that because we got 5 minutes. When you guys run this back, we may talk about it in some of the seminars we're going to do on Welcome to PureFlow, but on to you, Spark. I had to drop it like that.
90 seconds.
90 seconds.
Yeah, so I want to pick it up like sexual abuse, like when we're violated, raped, molested at an age that, you know, is premature, maybe, before our time.
Right. Now, abuse.
And sexual abuse, you know.
Think about this.
The abuse, can it cause like hypersexualism? Can it cause us to be promiscuous? Can it cause us to be, you know, wanting to spread the bug of that feeling of when you were violated? So, you know what? I was violated. I'm violating too.
60 seconds.
We have to determine violation. And to know that, we have to know what's natural. If we were a bunch of kids hunching and learning sex, there's no violation. The age is the mastery of sexual energy and what they came for. Because if he was the teacher, those kids wouldn't be able to be abused because they're aware of sexual energy in exchange, but there's no master. So the older spirit that comes close to that pool of pure discovery and growth most of the times is a predator because nobody else is looking at it. Honestly, they got a clique already. They got a gang. They got a crew that go to the club. They got a workplace. They're not paying attention to their kids or what they're watching on YouTube. So luckily we're here. And if you guys go to Welcome to PureFlow, the first video is pray for a
10
reason.
seconds.
For a reason. We are not pray. And when we pray, we have to be honest. Because prayer is just silencing yourself and allowing the divine to remind you what you're here to do. I have a birthmark on my phallus. I'm just saying, that's what I'm here to do. Fuck it, it's just real. I'm not being lewd. I used to be lewd. You guys remember Symbolic Nature. We was wild. That's why I got my wife right beside me so she could tap me and say, and you guys can see the interaction because I've already bowed. That's how I get my mission. That's how I get my throne. Isis is the throne that makes the king. She already knows. She waiting for you to be bold because she already loves you. Your mom, you become the father then. Understand how your daughter feels and talk to her. Because she may still be lost in it looking for a nigga that you mastered already. You have to talk that real shit to get her to believe it. The truth. Haku. Words that split lakes and rivers and red seas apart. Because when I speak it move. It needs its own place because it's eternal. We see it. You see the baby. Come on, we see it. We got to be honest with each other. It's okay. It's not about having the right answer. It's about having a place where you can get it out of you. So that you don't feel like you own it and you're guilty for it. It's just a thought. It's just a thing. We can look at it. And then we can add on. Add on, God. And on and on and on. On be the brain. Spark. We can go after it goes live. We got, matter of fact, we already ended. And I was, so what? We got 2 listeners on. We love y'all. I got a song for the 2 that are listening. Something new. Every day, something new. There's a silent knowledge that we honor when we go eye contact. Oh, she smirked at me. Oh, she swung her hip my way. It's okay to be bold in that world because that's the world that's out of control. It's the only world that will birth a new nation. Every day. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get off live. Everybody here, make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Once we get past 1,000, they pay us. I'm paying them for internet. Work together. I got you. I'll show you how to draw. The digital, artificial intelligence. My art is official. We out. Aaliyah, say case, mama. Come a little bit this way. There you go. See the reason I'm still breathing, y'all. Fuck out.